We're doing it, everybody. What is happening? Your pal Hal hanging out with you. It's Tuesday. It's the 7th, and it is 11:02 on the West Coast, 2:02 on the East Coast. We're going to be with you for a couple hours, and we are going to be having, oh my goodness, just all sorts of fun. We're going to be talking about news. We're going to be talking about pop culture, movies, and then there's going to be nonsense. There's going to be comedy. There's going to be like some goofs, some gags, some shenanigans. Oh yeah, hijinks maybe. So get ready for that. Hope you are having a great day so far. It's kind of early here on the West Coast, so I hope your day isn't completely off the rails yet. Sorry if it is. Hope it gets better. And I appreciate you being here with us. And just a couple of things I want to hear from you. This is your participation is I have appreciation for your participation. So I want to know, what are you snacking on? Very snack friendly zone. I got some almonds here in case I just can't take it and I have to eat on the air because I am starving. What are you sipping on? That sounds like Matthew McConaughey in a whiskey commercial. Like, yeah, what are you sipping on? I'm sipping on a glass of water right now. It's real nice. So I want to know what your snack. It's a snack friendly zone. So are you eating a full honey baked ham? Are you eating some delicious pat? Are you eating some peanut M&Ms? Are you keeping it seasonal and sucking on a candy cane? Tell us. And you can tell us by getting your smart device's attention, using the magic word say, and then dropping in whatever you want after that. So smart device, say, I'm snacking on a giant turkey leg. Or smart device, say, I'm snacking on Twizzlers. And we're not sponsored by Twizzlers or anybody. Twizzlers, if you're listening and want to sponsor us, yeah, give us the money. And also, you could chat with us by going to backchannel.tv. Backchannel.tv and click your way through that. And then you can type your chit chat to us. I would love to hear from you, and let's make it happen. Let's communicate throughout the course of these good times. So I am going to be here for the next 2 hours. It's 11:05, and with me, as always, lighting the way through good times and bad, mostly good times, hopefully. Producer Travis is in the house. Travis, what's going on?
I just want to let everyone know, if you are trying to chat on Backchannel, we're having a bit of a technical difficulty with the site, so chat is not currently up, but we're working on getting that up as soon as we can.
Okay, we got a little bugaboo, a little chat bugaboo. I like to call that.
Yeah,
a little bugaboo. Travis, what's happening in your part of the world?
Let's see. Probably not too entirely different from your part, since we live in the same city. But
It's raining. It's raining here in Los Angeles. That means all hell is breaking loose. So that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I know, right? The sky is falling, literally. This is new for anyone who lives in a winter city. I don't know about how, but I don't know what to do. I'm panicking. There's water
Mm-hmm.
coming from the sky, and I'm all wet.
Travis, please be careful how you say that, because that sounded very suggestive.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm wet because of the sky
Thank you.
water.
Thank
It
you.
it
The
got it. I
sky
took a
water.
shower outside.
Gotcha. My grandpa used to tell me when it was raining, it's God crying because of my sins.
Whoa. Really?
No,
Oh,
not
okay.
really. I just like to I just like to make the I like to make the joke.
That's good. That's a pretty. That's a brimstone kind of guy. Respect that.
Oh yeah. Travis, did you do anything fun and exciting last night?
Oh boy, no, not at all.
What'd you
I
what'd you get up
was.
to? What'd you have for din din? What'd you have for
Ooh,
din
what I
din,
had for din
Travis?
din? I had what I call leftovers, which is to say, I took
Not
everything I had.
Thanksgiving leftovers.
No, 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 no.
Okay, because I was
Those
about to get furious. That should be
long
in the.
gone.
Yeah, if anyone here is still holding Thanksgiving leftovers, reevaluate your life and throw them in the trash.
In that order, and then we're gonna
Yes.
call TLC and get you on an episode of one of their shows.
Yeah, intervention, Thanksgiving leftover. That should be that could be a show, leftover intervention.
The leftovers
Uh,
intervention.
for like a maniac that keeps leftovers in the refrigerator for far too long. Listen,
God.
a lot of people have causes that they champion, like the rights of a community that might be oppressed, or rights of different groups of people, or for like unions or workers, or just a cause, help the poor, whatever. Mine is throw away your leftovers. That is my version of free the nipple.
I'm gonna do a charity 5K for throwing away people's leftovers.
Yeah, just raising awareness. Like, I don't
Yeah.
want, like, no one, stop keeping science experiments in your refrigerator.
Mm-hmm.
Stop keeping, like, yeah, let's all, my wife has reformed me. I used to have a very, when I was a bachelor,
Mm.
uh,
As is your
which,
right.
yeah, it's kind of a rite of passage as a
Yeah.
bachelor to have a disgusting refrigerator. But, yeah, I've reformed. So, what were your leftovers last night, Travis?
Oh boy, what do we have? We had it all. At a certain point, it all kind of ends up being the same flavor profile. So it was some leftover like lentil curry that I had made, some
Yes.
vegetables that I had like oven roasted a few days back, some tofu that
Mm-hmm.
I had made for like kind of like a taco thing. So I just made some new rice and just threw that all in a pan and threw like some kale on it to sort of just make it all happen together. And then, that's where it was. It was fusion cuisine by proxy, or
Okay.
technically.
Listen, sounds like you. It sounds like you made a silk's purse out of a sow's ear. You made one man's trash, another man's treasure. You whipped it. You really turned it around. You turned the beat around.
Turned the beat around, cleared out the fridge, didn't reach for the Tums, so overall it was a success.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just had a salad from Sweet Greens.
Ooh,
It's a healthy, yeah, just a healthy dinner, right there.
that's very nice.
And yeah, um, that's about it. Very exciting. That is a segment that we may or may not do ever again, called Travis and Hal discuss their underwhelming dinners. Travis
Yeah.
and Hal discuss their underwhelming dinners right here on Backchannel. It's 11:11. Make a wish. Uh, Making a wish. Okay, made it. Made
All
it.
right.
Travis, did you make a wish?
We'll see if it comes true within the context of this show. Yes, I did, but I do want
Oh,
to shout out.
okay. Well, don't tell what the wishes are,
Oh, I wouldn't.
because. Okay, good.
I'm
Go
alluding,
ahead.
but I want to let everyone know that even though Backchannel is down at the moment, we are currently live on YouTube and Twitter, so you can reach us if you feel like talking to us on YouTube and Twitter.
Great. I'm tweeting that out right now.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Click the YouTube link live right now.
Live right now. Chat it up. Oh, speaking of YouTube, hey,
Yes.
Mom's here.
Oh,
Not mine.
wait, what the? Oh, mother's home, and yes, my mom is in the house. She loves her science experiments. She loves just like a chicken beak floating in thick broth, just like
Oh
a,
no.
a hoof, just a hoof floating in a jar of translucent gravy.
Oh my goodness.
Not that bad, but not far from that. So, since we're talking about food, Travis, we've got a new segment today, and it is the daily sign of the apocalypse. Today's sign of the apocalypse. Is Travis vegan? My mom wants to know.
Great question. I am allergic to dairy, so I'm most of the way there. And lately, I haven't been eating meat. So accidentally, for like a month and a half, yes, but not exclusively.
Gotcha. Okay. The Accidental Vegan. That sounds like a brand new cookbook from our guy Travis. So, Travis, do we have a Chiron for the daily sign of the apocalypse?
Actually, we do.
Oh, wow.
I'm trying to find it. It was a bit slapdash. There it is.
Nice. Today's sign of the apocalypse. Do me a favor. Throw an H or two into those if you get a sec.
Oh, you got that. You got that.
Thank you, Travis. So we know that there have been supply chain issues. There's been a bottleneck at the port in Los Angeles, and it's resulting in a few of our favorite products might not be on the shelves that we're looking for, and oops, I don't know what I just clicked right there. All right, and
we're having a day. This is great.
Sorry, what?
So we're having a day. This is great.
Oh yeah, good times, good times. So today's daily sign of the apocalypse, that we might very well be in end times, is the fact that up in Canada, the home of hockey, Molson beer, the Second City, Kim's Convenience, many great exports, Martin Short,
the Beebs,
the Beebs for sure, and maple syrup. There's a maple syrup shortage in Canada. Here, I'm going to read to you from Sky News. Okay. Well, Travis, it's asking me to accept cookies. What do I do? Should I?
You got to do it for the people. You got to accept the cookies.
Sneezed. All right. I'm accepting the cookies for the people. By the way, there's an ad, I guess, from the North Dakota Board of Tourism. Plan a road trip to North Dakota. Be legendary. That's North Dakota Tourism's ad campaign, their slogan. Be legendary. I don't know what is sorry, I have a little bit of a runny nose. How? What do they mean, be legendary? Like, am I going to be like, I am a legend for going to North Dakota? No, like, nothing against North Dakota, but it's like, okay, Mount Rushmore, right? What else? Proximity to Minnesota? Like, legendary is such a superlative. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I just don't know if that constitutes legend status, going to North Dakota. Travis?
No, I couldn't tell you, and this is more I don't know anything about any Dakota at all.
What about Fanning? What about that Johnson?
Yeah, Dakota Johnson. Fanning and I know more about Dakota Fanning and Dakota Johnson than I know about North and South.
Well, and maybe you should, because they are the pop culture. They're in the news probably more than North and South Dakota.
Yeah. What have the Dakotas done for us lately?
Yeah, I mean, well, Fanning, she was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Dakota Johnson, I mean, she's been in many films. The the 50 Shades series, and then Peanut Butter Falcon. She was very good in that, and a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, the Dakotas. I mean, Trump had that horrific 4th of July thing hosted by, where he's introduced by Mary Hart in the shadow of Mount Rushmore. Anyway, we digress, because this isn't about North Dakota right now. Listen, North Dakota, God bless you, but I mean, not legend status. Reading from Sky News, a surge in demand for maple syrup has forced the Federation of Quebec Maple Syrup Producers, the QMSP, for those in the know, to use their strategic reserve for the first time in 3 years. Okay, so it's not unprecedented, but I love that there's a strategic reserve of maple syrup. That's like, I understand, like, we probably have a strategic reserve of gas, oil, in your home, you probably have a strategic reserve of water, maybe medical supplies, maybe, if you're in the military, you have ammunition. But I just love the phrase "a strategic reserve of maple syrup." It's like, and like, what's happening? Or is there like a pancake boom? Does the pancake boom lead to the maple syrup shortage? Has there been a bunch of has there like, did people get a bunch of waffle makers on the first night of Hanukkah? First off, you'd have to have a heavier Jewish population in Canada for that to happen. Okay, so I probably just I don't think, when I think of Canada, I don't think of I just don't think of Jews. I just don't think of Jews when I think of Canada. But if you're a Canadian Jew, and if you're listening to this, shout out to you. And please chime in. Let us know what you're up to. So Canada, they were forced to tap into the strategic reserve. The QMSP, which helps regulate and oversee production of maple syrup in the region, has been forced to respond over fears of supplies running low. They've released approximately half of its emergency reserve, roughly 22 million kilograms of syrup. That's a lot of syrup. You could bathe an elephant in that much syrup. But despite the move, Hélène Normandin, that sounds très français, Quebecois, of QMSP, tried to calm fears that there could be a shortage for customers. Speaking to U.S. radio, she said, "That's why the reserve is made to never miss maple syrup. And we won't miss maple syrup, damn it." I threw in the damn it. I don't think she said damn it. Quebec produces approximately 3/4 of the world's maple syrup. Wow. Quebec. Very, very impressive. Like, I associate Canada with maple syrup. I didn't realize it was that much. That is a large portion. The combination of soaring global sales, a jump of more than 36% between 2020 and 2021, according to QMSP, and output falling following a warmer and shorter harvest has created the problem. Maple trees can only be tapped. Yeah, I'm gonna tap that tree, yo. Buy it a drink before you tap it. That's I'm gonna move on from that. Maple trees can only be tapped when temperatures fall below 0 degrees Celsius at night, but remain above freezing during the day. Very confusing. I want to applaud myself for really not panicking at the mention of kilograms and Celsius, because again, I'm an ugly American who does not use the metric system. Commenting on the move to tap into the reserves, Ms. Normandin added, "The system prevents practically all stock shortages and ensures the market is adequately supplied." What we can figure at this moment is maybe the season here in Quebec will start a bit earlier in February instead of March, and end earlier also. The QMSP have predicted that a further 7 million trees will be required to avoid shortages next year. And this isn't the first time Canadian staple of maple has hit headlines. In 2012, 18 million, that's 13.6 million pounds worth of maple syrup, $18 million worth of maple syrup was stolen from the reserve, dubbed the Great Canadian Maple Syrup Heist. Wow, 2/3 of the stolen syrup was later recovered. Travis, what do you think the person who stole that maple syrup had in mind there?
Pancake slip and slide.
Pancake slip and slide. Yes, I love that. Maybe I could see like pancake slip and slide to be
Like a stick and
an
slide.
event at like an EDM like party,
Yeah.
like at the Electric Daisy Carnival.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, and wake up for breakfast with David Guetta and the pancake slip and slide, or Alice in Wonderland spinning on the ones and twos while we break out the breakfast time pancake slip and slide. What about butter? What about butter? How do you like your pancakes, Travis? Butter and syrup?
I don't eat them that much
normal...
anymore. Well,
Okay.
I can't. If I do, it's gonna be. I'm more of a jam and butter. Well, the earth,
Jam and
whatever
butter.
the version of butter I eat is. Jam and butter, and then sometimes almond butter and jam.
Oh, okay. So that's like, all right, I get it. So, and I know you're not a peanut butter guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm basic. I'm totally basic. Butter and maple syrup.
That's classic.
My mom says that I was in North Dakota as a toddler. Yeah, and I remember
Wow.
that. We were at JR Ranch, Minnesota, some Minnesota Twin baseball games. That's where my dad would take us on vacation to watch baseball. I like that, but my mom, she was a good sport. And at this ranch, there were buffalo, and the buffalo would stamp their feet on the ground, and it would shake the ground. It was, yeah. My mom just reminded me of that. I didn't realize, if you told me that ranch was in Minnesota, I would have said, okay, that checks out. Told me it was in North Dakota, I'm like, oh, okay, that checks. But I do remember the ranch.
That area.
Yes. Okay. So a sign of the apocalypse that we are experiencing a maple syrup shortage. Also a sign of the apocalypse. Listen, I say it time and time again. I'm someone of the Jewish faith. I'm a bad Jew, and a semi-practicing Jew, and there's a cream cheese shortage. We love our bagels. Excuse me if I get super stereotypical, but love a good bagel. And I'm going to click on an article here from Grub Street, New York Magazine. Oh, every article you click on nowadays, they're trying to sell you on being a member of or subscribing to something. Okay, here we go. From Channel 4 New York bagel shops suffer cream cheese shortage as supply chain issues continue. So, okay, first the maple syrup, now the cream cheese. How am I supposed to enjoy a nice topping on my pancake or bagel? Okay, this is serious. Say it ain't so, reads the article. This is one specific shortage that is threatening a beloved and quintessential New York City staple, cream cheese on a fresh bagel. That's right. According to the New York Times, bagel makers across the Big Apple are saying their supply of this treasured spread is running low, perhaps even dangerously low. In one instance, New York Times spoke with a vendor who had only days worth of cream cheese left. I mean, that's desperate. Oh my Lord. I mean, what are they going to do? Butter a bagel? You can't butter a bagel. Oh boy. Okay. Continuing. Now, New York's bagel are starting to feel the effects in a sudden and surprising development that has left them scrambling to find and hoard as much cream cheese as they can. So we had people hoarding toilet paper. We have people hoarding uh, uh, PPE, like supplies, the uh, the hand sanitizer, masks, hoarding vaccines. But now they're hoarding the cream cheese. And at New York bagel sellers go through thousands of pounds of the spread every few weeks. That's a lot of cream cheese. The cream cheese originated in New York in the 1870s. I might have guessed Philadelphia because Philadelphia brand cream cheese is the most popular. According to Kraft Heinz Company, I didn't even know that Kraft and Heinz were like in bed together. Like I thought there was Heinz ketchup and there was Kraft mac and cheese, and now I guess they're doing it. Well, even as the recipe calls for a simple ingredient list involving lactic acid, pasteurized milk, and cream, the reality of the shortage has bagel shop owners scrambling. Yes. In interviews with owners and workers at about 20 bagel shops and delis across the city, Times reports that many of them said they were frazzled. I like that it's like they're talking to the guy at the bagel shop. Excuse me, sir, can you tell us how you feel about this cream cheese shortage? I gotta be straight with you. I am frazzled. You heard me right. Frazzled. That's just an interesting word. Okay, they're frazzled, frustrated, and rushing to find cream cheese after learning about the shortage here in the past few days. A number of these bagel shops start their mixes with Philadelphia cream cheese. Okay, so they use that as a base, and then they try to make their own. So, which arrives on huge, and a Kraft Heinz brand, which arrives on huge pallets. The Times reports. However, these pallets are not filled with the type of cream cheese found on most grocery stores. On the contrary, a raw product that is unprocessed, unwhipped, arrives at the bagel shops, according to the New York Times. This allows for bagel makers to use it as a base for their own delectable creations. Well, maybe they just got to start using Philadelphia cream cheese. I don't know. This is a desperate time. I don't want to walk into a New York bagel shop and get a bagel with mustard, or a bagel with like what, oil and vinegar, a bagel with ranch dressing, a bagel with blue cheese. What? This is, oh God. I mean, I thought New York had really faced desperation, like looked it square in the eye with the pandemic and the everything being closed. But this is huge. This strikes at the heart of the city. And see anything else interesting here? I don't think anyone should go without cream cheese, said Anthony Sorelli, who's from another cream cheese hub, Philadelphia. It's sad, but I think it's something we can work through. So a little desperation, but a sign of hope there. A sign of hope. One other thought. Kraft Heinz is known for our portfolio of iconic and beloved brands, and we continue to see elevated and sustained demand across a number of categories when we compete. The company said, blah, blah, blah. All right, so God bless everyone. Pray for New York. Pray for bagels. Pray for bagel shops. Pray for lenders bagels. Pray for all pray for everything bagels. Pray for egg bagels. Pray for onion bagels, and pray for cinnamon raisin bagels. Let's hope we can pull out of this. Troubling. God bless us all. And don't forget your lox and your onions. I like a nice tomato on my bagel with some cream cheese. So there you go. I know my mother loves a good bagel. Deborah Rudnick had a package of bagels from Zabar's recently, sent to her by my wife. shout out to Zabar's in New York, staple there. Sorry, I'm just like, I can't stop. I just got out of the shower and my hair just wants to do all sorts of things here. It is 11:32. You are hanging out with your pal Hal. Those were our signs of the apocalypse: bagels, maple syrup, aside to James Corden. What is that? Wait, bring that back. Today's sign of the apocalypse, aside to James Corden. What is or do you mean besides James Corden? Is just the very existence of James Corden a sign of the apocalypse?
I mean, I think so.
Gotcha. You know what? A lot of people would agree with you, Travis. That's a very good point. Thank you for expressing that. Appreciate it.
Calling him out.
Yep, calling him out. James Corden, you just got called out on the Your Pal Hal show. And again, it is 11:33. Thank you for hanging out right here with Your Pal Hal on Backchannel. And again, we apologize. Amazon is down. There is a situation. Amazon Web Services. We're going to jump into right here the trending Twitter topics. Travis, let's set sail for the Twitterverse. Let's jump into the Twitter sphere and let's get in there. So what is trending? Here in the Twitterverse? So let's take a look at the very thing that we were talking about, the Amazon outage here. Amazon Web Services suffered a major outage, according to AP, the Associated Press. The company provides cloud computing services to individuals, universities, governments, and Amazon said it identified the root cause and was actively working towards recovery. Well, not fast enough, Amazon. Your pal Hal needs to talk to the nice people. So, oh my goodness, Amazon Web Service suffered. Dozens of apps go offline. Look at these apps. Oh my goodness. So apps that have gone offline include Amazon, Chime, Ring. Oh, if you're going to break into, listen, every once in a while, the Your Pal Hal show gives advice to criminals. With the Ring devices down, this might be your moment to pull some sort of break-in. But remember, first and foremost, don't do the crimes. Don't do crime is the Your Pal Hal take on that issue. But secondly, if you are gonna do the crime, if you insist on doing crimes, don't get caught. Be careful out there. All right. The McDonald's app. Travis, you use your McDonald's app all the time, right? Like you are always like, ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I am loving the McDonald's app.
I mean,
right?
Honestly, more than I ever have before, because they're literally my neighbor. I'll order a coffee if I'm out of beans and do it from my house before I walk over there.
Travis, using the McDonald's app, their coffee is good. McCafe.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you eat from McDonald's? What do you like to eat from there?
God, in my youth, in the days of my youth,
the days of my youth. Led Zeppelin.
Great song. I was told what it means to be a man. Nothing anymore. It's an apple pie once in a blue moon, and I'll steal some fries. But otherwise, I abstain aside to coffee.
Boom, there you go. I'm pretty similar. I will eat the fries if they're around. I will once in a while. Or I'm a sucker for a breakfast sandwich. If it's like, ooh, I don't want to do it. I'm not going to do it. Okay, I'm going to do it. Breakfast sandwich from McDonald's. Like always hits the spot. Let's jump back into what's trending. So we're all waiting for this Amazon to get back up online, and yada yada yada. Hey hey hey. Other things that are trending. Oh, okay. So I wanted to talk about this. If you want to look up Travis, there was there was a, we love the movies. We love the movie stars. There was a big red carpet for Don't Look Up. Don't Look Up, the new Adam McKay movie starring Leonardo DiCaprio, Meryl Streep, Jennifer Lawrence. And Jennifer Lawrence looked radiant and super preggers on the red carpet last night. Let's get, if you can find some of those red carpet photos. There we go. There we go. All right. There. Oh, let's see. There's J Law's baby bump. We lost. Oh my goodness. We're
Amazon.
Oh my goodness. Amazon, how could you? So, we got some there's the we there's just okay. Don't worry about it. So, oh, there she is. Let's just pause right there. Jennifer Lawrence. I didn't even know she was pregnant, and boom, she is showing and glowing. uh there we go. Jennifer Lawrence looking preggers. Don't Look Up. It's a new comedy about from Adam McKay about the end of the world. I guess there's a comet or something headed to, or there's an environmental calamity, and Jennifer Lawrence and Leonardo DiCaprio are essentially trying to save the world. Looks like a lot of fun. Don't Look Up is I guess going to be dropping this this December. So there's Leonardo DiCaprio. What a glorious duo there. And I don't know if you can find um, Jonah Hill. He and his wife were wearing these matching suits, which I I like, and then I'm also I can't tell. I don't know exactly how I feel about this. If you could, I don't know if you can search Jonah Hill and his wife. They were wearing these matching baby blue suits. His hair was all slicked back. It was, you know, it was a real powerful statement. Maybe Jonah Hill red carpet, or he's very fashion forward. Um, but Jonah Hill, there we go, there we go. Jonah Hill and girlfriend Sarah Brady don matching suits for Don't Look Up premiere. And it's like, yeah, let people wear what they want to wear. Like, if you're a big star, you're gonna make some choices. This suit, I don't know. It is interesting. He's like, he and his wife wearing the same, yes, Gucci slides, baby blue suit, him shirtless with he's got a mighty sailing ship tattooed on his chest or something. Wearing the pearls, kind of like Jock Peterson in the NLCS. It's a look. It's a Luke. As the kids say, it's a Luke. As I say, it's a look. Travis, come on in. Give us your thoughts. Give us your breakdown on. Oh, here we go. We're getting all the Lukes now. Travis, what do you think about this Jonah Hill look? What do you think about Jonah Hill and his baby blue suit and his wife's matching suit?
Good for him. You know, he's reached the point in his career where I think he recognized he can just look however the heck he wants to look. He can take it in any direction he wants to go. He's not tied down by the expectations of like A-list male stardom like Leo might be, or like a Clooney. So he's just letting it rip. He looks like Zach Galifianakis, Pete Davidson, and good for him.
There you go. There you go. Good for him, says producer Travis. I say maybe wear a shirt. I don't know if I need to see that. I like the pearls. I like the suit. I don't want to see your chest at this event. I say put on a shirt.
That's
and
fair.
maybe leave the shirt kind of open, but it's like, oh, I'm just wearing a jacket. Okay, so what if we go to a restaurant and like you want to take your jacket off? Oh no, I'm just going to be a shirtless man. No, no shirt, no shoes, no service. Listen, I am, unless you're like at some sort of nudist event, no shirt, no shoes, no service. So Jonah Hill, maybe work a shirt into that ensemble. That's all I'm saying. I'm out on that. And I know you want to show off your chest ink, like you got like a pirate or like Popeye or something. You got is that a mighty sailing ship? I don't know. I listen. I'm the more I think about it, the more I disapprove of 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 this look, merely for the absence of the shirt. I do like the gender fluidity of this outfit, though. I think that's a cool statement. I think that's fun. I'm with it. I'm with it, but put on a shirt. Listen, and I'd say that I wouldn't just say that to Jonah Hill. I would say that to Jason Momoa. I would say that to Timothy Chalamet. I might not say it to Jason Momoa's face. Bigger than me. I don't want to offend the man. Don't want to get him riled up. But he'd probably take it. He'd probably just say, "Who are you? Why are you talking to me?" So let's see what else is trending here. Okay. Don Cheadle and Brie Larson. Look, we'll stick in the celebrity zone. So Brie Larson got a lot of flack over. Like she got a lot of sexist comments for some reason. Incels hate Brie Larson. And because she's a strong woman with opinions and she isn't afraid to speak up for herself. So she got and there's like a pocket of like toxic fandom who attacked Brie Larson online. And the there got to be some backlash against Brie Larson. So apparently it says Don Cheadle was the only Avengers co-star who defended, not defriended. Maybe some of the other ones defriended her, but Cheadle, who I love Don Cheadle, great actor, been just great, quite an IMDb, and been in lots of good stuff. He defended her from sexist comments and criticism and bullying. Whereas, yeah, my mom agrees. Put on a shirt, Jonah. So okay, so these are let me see. 14 times famous men demanded better for women in their in on projects and movies they were working in. A lot of Avengers co-stars defended Chris Pratt from being labeled the worst Chris, which he is. Chris Pratt, yeah. I mean, Pine, and Hemsworth, and Captain America are the better Chris's. Chris Evans. So Pratt, you're fourth. I would say fifth. Chris Elliott. I would maybe Chris Christopherson. Okay, Don Cheadle stands by Brie Larson after body language expert slams her Marvel press tour. Yeah, just like what is that? She was. Can you make that a little bigger so I can read? Yeah, Don Cheadle has come to the defense of his Avengers Endgame co-star Brie Larson after a video published by Body Language. This came out like a couple of years ago when Endgame came out, but Mandy O'Brien went viral for criticizing Larson's appearance and behavior during the Marvel movie's press tour. O'Brien analyzed a joint interview with Cheadle, Larson, and Chris Hemsworth, referring to the men's body language as relaxed and accusing Larson of being domineering and stiff and trying to be like, okay, who wrote this, or who said that? What's the name of that woman? Where was it? What was I just reading? O'Brien. What's her name? Okay. Anyway, You try, Mandy O'Brien, you try being a woman in Hollywood, okay? And having a shelf life shorter than a goddamn avocado. All right, Mandy O'Brien, and trying to hold your own with the Incredible Hulk, Iron Man, and Captain America. Like, give Brie Larson a break for like not feeling it. So, okay, thank you, Travis. Cheadle put the clip on blast in social media, calling out O'Brien. You should see my body language right now, Cheadle said. This is some of the funniest stuff I've ever heard. Brie was trying to keep her ponytail behind her because her hairstylist kept flying in and fixing it. She's actually being over accommodating. Amazing. Thank you. Good for Don Cheadle. Speaking up. And everybody else, do a little bit better. Don Cheadle, he's the best of us. War Machine, #1 Avenger. There you go. Captain Marvel, she's okay. I enjoy Brie Larson. Captain Marvel, I mean, the Captain Marvel movie. Listen, I'm defending Brie Larson. Now I'm like, oh, the Captain Marvel movie, yeah, it was fine. It was fine. Probably better than the Eternals. Okay, we could say that. So that was trending. Don Cheadle being a good bloke indeed. And okay, Elon Musk and CEO. Elon Musk, everyone's favorite megalomaniacal billionaire, Elon Musk, calls CEO a made-up title. Okay, stop right there. Everything's made up. Everything is made up. Calling a podcast, and then calling myself a podcaster, those are made up terms. Like we coined a term to be a catch-all. Chief executive officer, like everything. President in the United States. Somebody made that up at the Continental Congress, the Continental Convention in 1776, or whenever, 1782, whenever the first president was it, like that was made up. It's all made up. So, all right, let's read this a little further, but I already call BS. Everything is made up. Everything is a choice. The Tesla chief executive said many corporate titles don't mean anything in an interview. He also railed against a Biden administration spending bill that would boost incentives for buying electric vehicles. So, yeah, interesting. Travis, what do you think? Like, isn't everything made up? CFO, COO, but also like clerk. Why is a clerk called a clerk? Why is like Amazon? Like some people call their employees associates. Some people call their employees team members. Made up nonsense. Like, right?
Yeah. A little full transparency. I used to work at Tesla, and
I can tell you have the same haircut as Elon Musk right now.
Okay. First of all, I had that first. He's been doing this for a week. Yeah, actually, there was a tweet I saw that I can't find right now that quote tweeted his quote of saying CEO is made up by saying your hair is made up.
Yes,
which is true because
you definitely have better hair. You definitely have better hair.
Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, he does have hair plugs. I saw those. I have pictures of him in his 20s with a hugely receding hairline. And now he's got magic hair, like him and LeBron James. Magic hair. I love the king. I love the king, but like his hair is the greatest comeback in NBA history.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there was somebody saying it was this picture of Elon Musk saying, "Imagine you're the scientist that came up with the new hair plug technology, and this is what this guy does with it."
Yeah. Although that is very close to several times when me cutting my own hair during the pandemic, when I went a little too short, when I didn't get the magic of the clippers down yet and learn how to use them.
Mm-hmm.
I was not yet clipping like Blake Griffin and Chris Paul. I was clipping more like the Clippers minus Paul George and Kawhi. I don't know.
Yeah,
okay, please continue.
Who that 2006 run was
Michael Olowokandi. I was clipping like Michael
City,
Olowokandi.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Anyways, inside basketball. So
Yes.
my tenure working for Tesla did absolutely nothing to endear me to this man. I think he is a bag of wind that everybody keeps giving money to, and now his company is too big to fail, despite
Yes.
making cars that are, as I've talked about this on the show before,
Yeah.
that are
Oh yeah, I remember you
hastily
delivering.
manufactured.
Yep. Delivering a car to was it Nick Offerman? Who'd you deliver a car to?
No, it was the gentleman who plays the real jerk in Veep. Kind of like he's balding up top. Um,
Yes.
oh goodness, what is his name? It
Oh,
escapes me.
Matt Walsh.
No, not Matt Walsh.
Oh,
Though I love him. Hold on, hold on,
not
hold
Tim
on.
Simons.
Not Tim Simons. He was a more of a bit character. Veep
Tony Hale. No. 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 No.
jerk.
No. Anyway. So you
Yes.
delivered, and the door didn't close.
Yeah. It did not. It would close, but they were just misaligned. Excuse me, gaps all over the place.
Right. Right.
Yeah, and that was
That's
the case with several cars, and several cars were returned. It was just a whole. This was the Model 3, sort of the first thing. Dan Backdahl.
Oh yeah, Dan Backdahl. Yes.
Dan
Yes.
Backdahl.
Yes.
Yeah,
Uh,
and that in tune, like he's making toys. He's not making cars that are really for, you know, extensive. They cannot, as of now, be mass produced. It's he's a he's a jerk. He's just a jerk.
I mean, the world is his playground. It's Elon's world. We're just living in it,
Yeah,
and
and that's absolutely how he sees it. And it's
hmm
unfortunate that but it's like this is a perfect encapsulation. It's like, oh, CEO is a made up title. It's like it just like you said, like you could that's not a real thought. That's dumb. You're dumb. That's not real. You don't get to have that, like you're not pivoting against anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking? Okay, so you're the cool CEO or leader of the company.
Yeah.
But you got to give the guy credit. He did. He was a self-made man who pulled himself up from by his bootstraps, right out of his dad's blood diamond mines,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
uh, well,
I mean, I'll give him this. He's good
yeah.
at making stuff go into space, and he's better at landing rockets on like pads than I am at like darts. Like, and SpaceX is, from what I can tell, probably the most legitimate operation he has going on. But yeah, it's a leash.
Right
Leash.
on. So yeah, but and then yeah, CEO. Do you agree with what I'm saying, or do you have any thought like that? Everything is made up.
Yeah,
It's
100%.
like that's the term that's been established that we used. You know,
And
so
he's one to talk, because there were so many positions in upper management for each individual level of that company, and they would
hmm
change constantly via different corporate sort of moves to reorganize the company structure and turnover. People were quitting all the time,
hmm
all the time, and there was
we have
just
a comment from Deep Thought. Deep Thought says SpaceX is just a cable company. Uh, Sure. I hear a cable company in space. I mean, are they going to? Will SpaceX allow me to get my HBO when I'm on the International Space Station? Um,
can,
yeah.
can I watch season 3 of Barry in space?
Yes. I mean, that would be the next level. Watching TV in space.
Yeah,
Starlink. Starlink.
right.
Wait, what is Starlink?
That's uh, 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 using advanced satellites in low orbit, Starlink enables video calls, online gaming, streaming, and other high data rate activities that historically
Oh,
have not. So it's satellite internet operated by
gotcha.
SpaceX. That's right. That's right.
Oh, deep thought. Thank you for schooling us on the outer space cable company that is SpaceX. I just learned something. Very nice, very nice. So Elon Musk with he's out here with his haircut, calling out all these CEOs for their made up title. I mean, and again, what does he want them to call themselves? Like czar, I'm or president,
He's
or
like if Willy Wonka was a real guy. which would
Yeah.
mean kind of a jerk and
Oh
a
yeah,
nightmare to
like
work
as
for.
evidenced by the flamethrower that he made and sold on and sold in limited supply. Like a little bit of just a crazy maniac here.
And his
Uh,
insistence that underground one-lane highways are going to be the way of the future.
yeah, good luck with that. Oh, speaking of titles and made up titles, I years ago I was in the corporate world, probably about almost like over 15 years ago. And I had, I kid you not, I was a trainer and HR person. I also did the company newsletter. I
Oh my
organized the
goodness.
company parties and stuff. And I had a business card that said Director of Fun, Director of Fun. And yeah, that
DUF,
was
DOF?
DOF. I was the DOF, the Director of Fun. So speaking of made up titles, I know what he's talking about. CEO, not a made up title. It's been established. We've been using it for years anyway.
Yeah.
Thank you, Elon Musk. Anything else trending that requires our attention, Travis? Not in your purview.
Let's see.
Uh,
Nothing. It is
Oh, it's
the
Pearl
80th
Harbor
anniversary.
Day. You
Yeah.
know what? It's the 80th anniversary of Pearl Harbor. Yes, a day that would live in infamy. I feel like we forget about this stuff.
Hmm.
Especially like we get the further we get away from it. Obviously, 80 years. So yeah, Pearl Harbor Day. The I've never been to the Pearl Harbor exhibit there in Hawaii, but yeah, that basically was like, oh, I guess we're getting into World War II, and there you have it, the attack on Pearl Harbor by Japan
Oh, here
way
was the
back.
only other piece of relevant news I saw. Drake withdrew his Grammy nominations.
Wow,
Yeah.
I wonder what was he offended that he wasn't nominated for like best album or best uh here if you want to click on that, let's take a little
Yeah.
perusal.
It was nominated for Best Rap Album. It says, as of now, motivation is unclear.
Yeah, I because I know Donda and I like there was a little bit of a controversy there. I know Drake and Kanye, I guess, squashed their beef, but their Donda was nominated for like album of the year or something. I wonder if like Drake just wanted a little bit more as far as the nominations go, and he's like, you know what, if you're not going to nominate me for the big categories, screw it, I'm out.
Yeah. It
Listen,
says, sorry, go ahead.
it's not going to affect his bottom line.
No, not at all. And that's because, the Grammys are going to be. Uh, this is really interesting because he's had a historically contentious relationship with the Grammys. He's
Hmm.
advocated for some other kind of award or accolade, and I'm like, well, there's like the People's Choice Awards. There's a lot of those already, you know, um, in the way. He said last year, I think we should stop allowing ourselves to be shocked every year by the disconnect between impactful music and these awards and just accept that what once was the highest form of recognition may no longer matter to the artists that exist now and the ones that come after, he wrote on his Instagram story. It's like a relative you keep expecting to fix up, but they just won't change their ways. The other day I said The Weeknd was a lock for the artist of the Weeknd for either album or song of the year, along with countless other reasonable assumptions, and it just never goes that way. This is a great time for somebody to start something new that we can build up over time and pass on to generations to come. Sounds like this is just him envisioning what he wants the future to be for himself, and okay, whatever.
Right, but I wonder if he would have made this decision if he was nominated for all of the big categories.
Right.
You
And
know what
he
I
had
mean?
to, yeah, and it's funny because you have to submit material to be nominated.
Mm,
So
mm.
this was something that him and his management decided to pursue first. And this is an odd year because the the top four categories now have 10 nominees instead of 8, which has had historically.
Okay, I never would have known that.
Yeah.
Uh, well, you know what? You know what I think it is? It's a cry for help. It's a cry for help from Drake.
Yeah.
He wants some attention.
He looks like a guy who would cry for help. and that's okay. Good for him.
Listen, yeah, like there was that meme going around. Drake's the type of guy. Who said who Drake's the type of guy who let's bring up that
See if we
that
can find
meme
that.
because there's some good ones. Drake's the type of guy who would say, "Let's have a pillow fight in our jammies" or something like that. Drake's the type of guy who bumps into you and says, "Oopsies." Like that Drake. So there's a fun meme going around that Drake isn't quote unquote hard. Drake's the type of guy to be one of the. Drake's the type of guy to go jump into someone else's arms when he gets scared. Oh, that's cute. Drake's the type of guy who claps when the plane lands. Yay! Drake's the type of guy that puts his soup in the fridge to cool down before eating it.
Oh my goodness.
Drake's the type of dude to bring his Bible to Bible study.
All right. Right on.
I thought Drake was half Jewish. Anyway, Drake's the type of guy to make you pick a color. Okay. Yeah, that MASH game from grade school.
Yeah.
It's 12:03 on the West Coast. It is 3:03 on the East Coast. We're going to be here till 4 o'clock East Coast time, and we'll be here till 1 o'clock West Coast time. You're hanging out with your pal Hal. Amazon is down, but I'm not down. I thought about being down about it, but I told myself I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry because Amazon's down. I'm just going to keep doing the Your Pal Hal show and hanging out with Deep Thought, hanging out with Deborah Rudnick, hanging out with Travis and whoever else is out there. Thank you for hanging with us and appreciate you coming along for the ride. We are here. Looks like I cut myself shaving there a little bit as I do some live on camera, just trying to get the blood off of my shaving cut. We are here 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, 2 hours a day, and as well as the other fantastic, entertaining, delightful hosts right here on Backchannel. So let's take a look at a Twitter account deep dive. That's what we do every day. We pick a Twitter and we see what their Twitter account deep dive. Today, we're going to give some respect to the king. That's right, the Burger King. Let's see what Burger King has been tweeting about. This is our Twitter account deep dive. It's not creepy. We're not stalking you, Burger King. We just want to get to know you a little better. All right. Oh, the original Italian chicken sandwich. I wonder if that's any good. We're doing. Wow. Burger King has a whopping, no pun intended, Whopper, 1.9 million followers. Burger King US official account. I'm surprised that you have the straight up Burger King logo as their Twitter avatar and not the king. I love that creepy looking king. He's one of my favorite mascots. All right, so there we go. Let's see what they're tweeting. What are you tweeting, Burger King? I would love to see a Burger King tweet. If we could see a Burger King tweet, that would be tremendous. Okay. Yeah, we're into NFTs. Chicken, fries, 2 onion rings. Oh, Burger King coming with jokes. NFTs. They get N in chicken, F in fries, T for 2 onion rings. Just 2? All right. That's one thing Burger King has over McDonald's. McDonald's ain't got those onion rings. Burger King got the onion rings. All right. Next tweet. What got you through finals and why was it chicken fries? Okay, so they answered their own question there, but said no one. Chicken fries are maybe a weird bastardization of a product. Yeah, I said it, but I will say this. Okay, full disclosure. I am a fan of the Burger King sandwich, the Chiking. It is a thick, big boy of a chicken sandwich. THICC. That Chiking, it's delicious. And I'm sorry. And we're not, listen, I am not sponsored here. This is just my opinion. If you like the Popeyes chicken sandwich, which, come on, we all know that's good. The Burger King Chiking, it's not quite there, but it holds its own. It's doing its own thing, the Chiking. So just getting that out of the way. I am in the bag for Chiking. All right. Happy birthday, Whopper. I had no idea you were a Sagittarius. Fire signs. Am I right? Okay. I didn't know Whopper is the Whopper have the birthday? Gonna look up the Whopper birth chart, report back. Bun, patty, cheese. Okay. So into the astrology. So trending young, a reference to what got you through finals. So trying to talk to school age people, Burger King. Focus. They got a focus demo. They realize the older you get, you stop putting this crap into your body, unless it's the Chiking, which I will allow myself to get every once in a while. My mom enjoys a little Burger King once in a while. She got some for her friend Lillian. Very nice. All right, what else do we have here from the Burger King? No king, no appearances by the creepy king yet. It's find someone who steals your fries season. Oh, yes. So, yeah, cuffing season, like, finding someone to keep you warm in the winter and find someone to share those fries with, aka to steal your fries. Yeah, I got the old ball and chain in the other room. 2 Whoppers for the price of 1. Very nice, Mom. Whatever floats your bun, even if it's no bun, make it your way. Okay, great. Good and great. Good. You can always pick up a Whopper if you're over Thanksgiving leftovers. Yeah. Okay. So that came on November 29th. Good call. We have we're really coming down hard on like throwing away those leftovers like before they go back. Like you don't want to let a science experiment occur in your refrigerator. You can always pick up a Whopper thing. Tip number 1, eat chicken fries, sleep, repeat. So chicken fries are going to cure your hangover. That's interesting. I do find a nice burger, fries, and a Coke, or like a Diet Coke. That is a go-to hangover food. Hey, Travis, do you have any go-to hangover foods? Do you ever get hungover? And then do you have any go-to hangover foods?
No, I'm historic. I'll get hungover just by life. I'll wake up the next day and be like,
Oh,
I slept
sure.
less than 7 hours. But on those days where I'm feeling particularly like, ugh, yeah, burger, fries, something like that, if it's for lunch, or the
Mm-hmm.
big breakfast. The big breakfast is, whew,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. A
oh,
nice big breakfast for sure. I am feeling you. What's the highest nugget tower you've ever made? Mine is 15. Okay, Burger King. I haven't made a nugget tower. Tag your main squeeze below, and they're squeezing a Whopper. All right, all right. So got a couple of jokes in here, and just shilling product. That's what you expect. What did you argue with your family about this Thanksgiving, and why was it sides? Yeah, yeah. Thanksgiving arguments with the family. This Thanksgiving, let's agree on one thing: chicken fries are the best side. That would be kind of fun,
pitching these
if
chicken fries.
yeah, like it. So absolutely, the Burger King social media team has been given a directive from the top: push the chicken fries, shill for the chicken fries. But how cool would it be, like, if you went to someone's house for Thanksgiving and one of the sides was just like a giant tray of like crispy either Burger King or McDonald's fries?
That's not
I would
bad.
kind of like that.
Yeah.
Um, like, or cheese fries, like like instead of mashed potatoes and gravy, like poutine.
Hey, there you go.
All right, like, yeah, we're dreaming here. Bloody Mary hungover drink. Okay, my mom says a little hair of the dog, keeping it going. My mom going hard in the chat. Onion ring. Okay, this is not a Thanksgiving debate. These are Burger King just trying to fill a niche in Thanksgiving fries, chicken nuggets, onion rings, chicken fries. All right. So a couple things we've learned from the Burger King Twitter account. Pushing chicken fries hard. And then appealing to a younger demo, talking about like using buzzwords like cuffing season, talking about astrology, talking about kids be taking finals and stuff. So they got their demo down, they got their marching orders. Oh, here's a quick poll. The best BK sandwich. OG chicken, Italian OG chicken. Okay, that's just pushing the Italian OG chicken. Been there, done that. Okay, you got me with that little Twitter poll. Okay, so Burger King. Listen, they've got some fun tweets. They got a sense of humor, and but they also have their agenda, and you got to respect. Listen, a corporation is going to corporate, right? There you go. That is our deep dive into Burger King, BK, but conspicuous by his absence, the creepy one expression, king. Where was the king? Hashtag, where's the king? There were no creepy shots of the king or the king's dancing. Like the king has moves. The king did Twitter dances. Like that. Like I watch commercials. So there he is. That is the deep dive into Burger King. It is 12:13. I am your Pal Hal. I am your Burger King. I'm and we would be happy to shill for Burger King. If you ever want to sponsor us, Burger King, I'll just put that out there as well. I would kneel. I would be the hand of the king. I would be a prince in your kingdom if you would let me shill for you. And I would talk mad crap about Wendy's, McDonald's, Subway, all of the other fast food places. They would be my sworn enemy if you would let me serve in your ranks, O king. It is 12:14. Going to be here till 1 o'clock on the West Coast. 3:14 on the East Coast. Going to be here till 4 o'clock on the East Coast. Your Pal Hal. Having fun talking about Twitter. Talk about some StreamX and reviews. Streaming Rex and reviews. Gonna talk about a couple of movies that you can watch right now on your streaming platforms. First off, I talked a little bit about this yesterday and last week. I've been looking forward to seeing this movie, and it did not disappoint. Power of the Dog. The Power of the Dog is the new film from director Jane Campion, and I thought this was a strong, entertaining, dramatic, like historical drama. The performances are fantastic. You got Benedict Cumberbatch, Jesse Plemons, Kirsten Dunst, and also and a lot of good actors in supporting roles. And it's this is a historical drama that definitely has shades of, I would say, There Will Be Blood and some other period pieces of that kind of reminiscent of that. And it digs into a lot of fascinating subject matter. Probably first and foremost, masculinity and what it means to be a man. And in an age right now where, so this film takes place in 1925, but in an age where the idea of gender is in question, and we talk about toxic masculinity. So these are kind of evergreen topics, and this film subtly and with a real deft hand explores what it means to be a man, and the power of, not the power of the dog, but the power of manhood, masculinity, and what that means to the greater culture, your outward appearance versus your inner thoughts, what it takes to get accepted in society. And it's a story of these two brothers, Jesse Plemons and the excellent Benedict Cumberbatch, who could very well get nominated. He could get nominated for a thing. He might get nominated for one of the trophies, one of the movie trophies, the Golden Globes, the Oscars. Who knows? It was a great performance, and this is it's a dark film. Again, the themes are heavy, but absolutely worth watching. It's available on Netflix right now. I was kind of surprised. The ending, I talked about, my mom spoiled it for me a little bit, but it still resonated. There's a little bit of a Shyamalan style twist, not quite, but almost. We almost go a little into the Shyamalan zone. It's directed by Jane Campion. She made the great film in the 90s, The Piano, starring Harvey Keitel and Anna Paquin. Anna Paquin becoming the youngest person to win an Academy Award, winning an Academy Award for The Piano. And Jane Campion is a celebrated filmmaker, and she has made a very, very good movie. Absolutely worth watching. It's a slow burn, but worth it. And again, it has tones and themes that resonate with the mindset and the psyche of today, and the performances are fantastic. So Power of the Dog is available. Let's take a look at some of the reviews on Rotten Tomatoes. I'll read a couple of those real quick here, if you wouldn't mind bringing them up. Thank you so much, Travis. Appreciate that. And if you wouldn't mind blowing them up just a titch. Okay, Power of the Dog is impressive with great performances, beautiful cinematography, and a compelling script. From Rachel Wagner in Rachel's reviews. Okay, thank you, Rachel. Ben Turner. Okay, here's real views. Overall, The Power of the Dog probably isn't as powerful or wrenching as Campion intended for it to be, but it remains an unsettling piece of cinema. There you go. Trust me when I tell you, it's even better the second time around. That's when the true genius of Jane Campion shines even brighter. All right, maybe that says Christy Pacheco from Mashable. The Power of the Dog, Campion's newest film first new film in 12 years, is among the year's best. Broken into chapters, it starts as a nicely observed period piece, darkens into a psychological drama, then becomes an exercise in dread. Yeah. And my mom agrees, a slow burn for sure. So those are some thoughts about Power of the Dog. Worth watching. I think it's a lot of praise for it. And again, 96% on the tomato meter. And this film is probably going to be hanging around at the end of the year when we're talking about Best Picture nominees. Another film that I would like to mention that it came out, it was released I saw it video on demand, but now earlier this year, but now you can watch it for free. It's available on Hulu right now. It's called Censor. Censor, Censor. And Censor is a horror film about what took place in Great Britain and the British film industry in the 1980s. And Censor, it's an independent film. It looks like it was kind of done like on a shoestring budget, but it is so cool and stylized, and with the music, with the way it was filmed, and like the costumes and the cool effects, it really sucks you into the time period. Very stylized, gory, and like a very unique film. So if you're in the mood this holiday season for a little horror, something that's just dark and like filled with like a little bit of gore, Censor is absolutely for you. And it showcases a great descent into madness by the lead actress in the film. And the plot of the film essentially is in the 1980s, there were like schlock horror films in Great Britain, and they were there was a censorship bureau that was tasked with watching these horror films, and this woman gets obsessed with these horror films, and they kind of lead her down the rabbit hole into like a descent into madness. And this film, it's dark, it's weird, it's gory, but it's very cool, it's stylish, it's super well done. So Censor is available on Hulu right now, and yeah, highly recommend if you want a little change of pace. If you want to cleanse yourself from all the joy of the Christmas movies, my mom says she'll give it a try. Mom, just going into some gory, dark, weird, very bizarre territory, but very well made, and just a cool film is the movie Censor. And yeah, and you can tell it feels kind of like an 80s music video, and it's very surreal. And it's all so many films, like I'll tell you, I click on so many films are like 2.5 hours these days. This is a break, 84 minutes. Boom, your horror fix. Get in, get out. Does really well doing that. And just want to look up movie. Yeah, the lead actress, she might be Scandinavian. Her name is Niam Algar, Sophia Laporta, Michael Smiley. So it's largely an unknown cast. The director is named Prano Bailey Bond, and yeah, tiny film. Box office $128,000 for this film, but absolutely worth watching. Very fun, super stylized, very surreal. And it's the kind of movie you watch this descent into madness that the woman has, and it stays with you. It's the film that's like, okay, you gave me something to think about. You gave me some indelible images, and a really fun, gory ride. Censor is available on Hulu as we speak. So those streaming recommendations and reviews, both very upbeat. But speaking of upbeat, we're going to jump back into our Rotten Tomatoes Christmas flicks. So we've been looking at the Rotten Tomatoes list of top Christmas movies, and we're going to continue with that today. Rotten Tomatoes has a list of the 65 best Christmas movies, and we are going to see. We're going to pick up around, I think we're at number 40 when we last left off on this list. So let's jump right back in. Okay, A White Christmas, Let It Snow. Don't know that one. All right, let's go to number 39, A Christmas Horror Story. So, we're giving you some movies. I don't know if you've seen these. I don't know if you've missed these. I don't know if you've watched some of them already this season, but these are some Christmas movies that they are ranked. This is, Rotten Tomatoes, it was like the top film aggregation site. And is this the definitive list? I don't know, because there are a lot of movies that I haven't heard of here. First off, 2015's A Christmas Horror Story, clocking in at number 39. Don't know it. William Shatner leads an otherwise more unknown cast. And this is not even Santa Claus is safe from the evil that descends on Bailey Downs, a small town that is suddenly, I guess, taken over by Christmas demons or something. So Christmas Horror Story. It looks like it's a Christmas horror movie. Not familiar with it, but it's at 83% on the tomato meter. Very strong showing there. Number 39. At number 38, number 38, While You Were Sleeping. Okay, While You Were Sleeping is built wholly from familiar ingredients. This is a Sandra Bullock rom-com. Got Bill Pullman, Peter Gallagher, Peter Boyle, and this is way back from 1995. 81% on the tomato meter. I remember hearing about this movie, not as familiar. Okay. So, yeah, some of these movies that are considered top Christmas movies, like, how is this better than A Muppet's Christmas Carol for just like Christmas fare? Or any of you who've been with us the past few days know I am very upset about the placement of National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation on this list. It's like 59. So that's problematic to me. At number 37, Anna and the Apocalypse, 2017. Anna and the Apocalypse finds fresh brains and a lot of heart in the crowded zombie genre. Okay, Christmas zombie movie. I could get behind that. Haven't seen this one. There's so many I haven't seen here. But that is fine. 77%. That's pretty solid on the old tomato meter. Number 36, A Charlie Brown Christmas. Okay. I mean, this is another classic. I don't know. Like, it's a list of Christmas movies. This is like a Christmas special. This seems like, how, like, is there do they have criteria on how long a movie needs to be? Because is Charlie Brown Christmas even an hour? Does that qualify as a movie or a short or a TV special? So, but nonetheless, it is a classic and it's got a iconic theme, happiness and cheer. And for Peanuts fans everywhere, it wouldn't be Christmas without this holiday classic. There you go. Number 35. I can get behind this. Big fan. Bad Santa. Bad Santa. 2003's Bad Santa. It is rude and crude. And Billy Bob Thornton, Tony Cox, Lauren Graham. It's a dark comedy where the Santa robs these department stores. Very fun. 2003's Bad Santa. I think there's been at least one sequel. I don't think I've seen the Bad Santa sequels, but Bad Santa absolutely deserves its place here. Travis, have you seen Bad Santa?
Oh yeah, classic.
Yeah, very funny. Billy Bob Thornton just plays a great scumbag, you know?
I mean, just look at him. Look at
yeah.
that face.
Oh yeah.
Just the look of the scumbag. Was who? Oh my goodness, who is he dating? Around
Angelina
that time?
Jolie.
Yeah, was that Billy Bob Jolie time? 2003.
Maybe. Like, yeah, they were quite an item. They were a very hot item, hot to trot. Yes. So, there you go. Santa boozing, smoking, robbing, stealing. There you go. A less likely Christmas classic, but absolutely a Christmas classic. I saw this a couple of years ago at the Egyptian Theater in Hollywood.
Ooh.
On the big screen. Batman Returns, 1992, the follow-up. Tim Burton. Love Tim Burton. Love early Tim Burton. Batman, amazing. His Michael Keaton, first Michael Keaton Batman. Really just a huge boon to the superhero genre.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a great underrated Christmas movie. I mean, 80%. So it's got a great tomato score, but I think people sleep on this as a Christmas movie a little bit. Michael Keaton doing some solid Batmaning in this movie. Mm-hmm. And great villains. Danny DeVito's Penguin, iconic. And Michelle Pfeiffer, one of the great villain performances, one of the great performances in superhero movies ever. Like, her transition from just a regular woman to Catwoman is really stunning. Just like she goes balls to the wall. It's intense and yeah, very well done in this movie. Big fan of Michelle Pfeiffer. She kills it in this movie. And you got some Christopher Walken in there. Good stuff. Tim Burton, early Tim Burton. I mean, just such a great filmography. Um, the Bishop's Wife. Okay, so we had The Preacher's Wife earlier on the list. The Bishop's Wife. It's an oldie, 1947. Who's that? Cary Grant. Yeah, Cary Grant, Loretta Young. Young David Niven. So The Bishop's Wife succeeds thanks to the strength of winning performances from a stellar cast, which includes Cary Grant, Loretta Young, in his. So yeah, it's an oldie. I don't think I've seen it. I may never see it, but I'm very excited about the next film on this list. Trading Places is so damn good. And it's like, man, it pains me a little bit. Like, what else is on this list that Bad Santa and Trading Places are this low? Trading Places is great, but there is one issue. Travis, you want to come in here? I got to talk to you about a serious issue. So 88% on the tomato meter. Fantastic. Eddie Murphy at the height of his powers.
Mm-hmm.
Dan Aykroyd crushing it.
Mm-hmm.
And Ralph Bellamy and Don Amici as the two old the two old financial guys who make this bet where they just play with human lives.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a very controversial scene in this movie. Travis, have you seen Trading Places?
I have not.
Absolutely worth watching. Funny as hell. Eddie Murphy crushing. But Dan Aykroyd does blackface in one scene.
Ooh.
And like he masquerades as a person of color from Africa, and it just, I don't think that aged very well. Does that I don't know if how much does that disqualify this movie? Do we just chalk it up for the time period? Do we just take it in context of the movie? I mean, it's not as bad as the C. Thomas Howell movie, Soul Man.
No, yeah.
Which is like
Nothing could
kind
be.
of a blight on film history, but it leaves a little bit of a bad taste. Where do you any thoughts on that?
I mean, it depends for me on how much that scene is pivotal to the overall context of the film. If it's like that's the tent pole, like Soul Man, like that's the tent pole around which
the whole damn movie, damn movie.
If it's like this is a thing that John Landis or the writers of the movie and everybody involved was like,
yeah,
this is funny, this happens now, and then we look now 83, 90, 03, 30 odd years later, and like that was bad, and it's something that I personally wouldn't have a problem.
Yeah, it's not a pivotal scene. It's I mean, it's a memorable scene, but it's like they easily could have, like, if this was being made today,
Mm-hmm.
they could remake the whole movie and just switch something out there.
Yeah, to that end, I wouldn't disqualify the movie whole cloth by my own moral compass because of that scene. I'd be like, dang, they did that. That's
yeah.
Oof.
I appreciate where you're coming from there, Travis. Thank you, sir. Let's look at one more, and then we'll when we come back next time, we'll start at 30. March of the Wooden Soldiers. Oh, Laurel and Hardy. Not a new movie.
1934.
1934. Is it even a talkie? Critics' consensus. No consensus because no one was alive. Oliver Hardy, they rent rooms in. Audience likes it 78%, critics 100%. Yeah, but if there's no consensus, how do we get that 100% on the tomato meter? So, but Laurel and Hardy, I mean, comedic legends, like you can talk about Laurel and Hardy, kind of the same vein. You might talk about the Marx Brothers or the Three Stooges, like that kind of slapsticky vibe. March of the Wooden Soldiers.
The plot of this movie is insane.
All right, let's read this plot. Stanny Dumb, Stan Laurel, and Ollie D, Oliver Hardy, rent rooms in Mother Peep's shoe in Toyland. When Mother Peep can't make her mortgage payment to evil Silas Barnaby, he attempts to blackmail her into having Lil Bo Peep marry him, despite the girl's attachment to Tom Tom Piper. Stanny and Ollie offer their assistance to Mother Peep, Bo Peep, and Piper, and later enlist an army of wooden soldiers to battle Barnaby's cave-dwelling boogeymen. Wow, that is bananas.
What?
Yeah,
this is like a Mad Lib.
It is. It is a Mad Lib, or it's just like a nursery rhyme or something. Yeah. So it's, but you know, I like this. A brisk 73 minutes.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that. There you go. If you want a classic from 1934, original language English. I don't know if that's only for stuff that's printed across the screen or if it's a talkie. We don't even know if it's a talkie. It's that old. I would think, because I think Oliver, like Laurel and Hardy, talk to each other. Say, "Oh, another fine mess you've gotten me into, Laurel." There you go. Oh, look at that, Charlotte Henry, a real tomato. All right.
Did you watch that? Did you watch that Laurel and Hardy movie with John C. Reilly in it?
I did. It was a little bit, a little dour. What's that?
Yeah, I hadn't seen that. I was wondering what you thought of it.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed John C. Reilly, and I think it was Steve Coogan as John C. Reilly was Oliver Hardy. Steve Coogan was Stan Laurel. I enjoyed it. Didn't love it. It was kind of like, and it was like the real Laurel and Hardy, and there wasn't a lot of fun and slap. And it was sad. It was kind of like their kind of downfall and the later years of their lives when they weren't as much appreciated and they were in failing health. So it was a dramatic movie about Laurel and Hardy and a bit of a downer, but well done, a well done film. But I wouldn't say rush to see it, because it's like, oh, the Laurel and Hardy movie with John C. Reilly, like that could be a fun, rollicking good time, perhaps. Far from it. Laurel and I think it's Hardy is like dying for most of the movie. Pretty depressing. Jeez. Watched on an airplane. Not bad. Watch it on an airplane. Next time you're on an airplane, Travis. All right, moving on. That was our Rotten Tomatoes Christmas flicks. Hope maybe you got something new that you look forward to watching over the holidays. Maybe not. And we will revisit that list coming up in a future Your Pal Hal show. It's 12:40, and today, right now, we are going to jump into talking about neighbors. Listen, most of us got them. Some of them are cool. Some of them are idiot next door neighbors. And we're going to talk about the idiots next door, thanks to the Nextdoor app. The Nextdoor app. This is Idiots Next Door. And I'm going to read you some posts from the Nextdoor app. So the Nextdoor app, for those of you who, or the Nextdoor site, it's where neighbors can go and complain about each other, or alert someone to something that's happening in the neighborhood, or just keep people posted, keep people abreast of a situation. And a lot of times on the Nextdoor app, you get just people who are busybodies, people who want to insert themselves into your business, people who just won't let you live your life. So we're going to look at some real idiot neighbors right now on through Nextdoor. And these are compiled on a site called Tastefully Offensive. Tastefully Offensive. So here are Nextdoor posts. The first one: when a neighbor tells you to stop, do the polite thing and stop. All right. This post is, oh, wow. This post says, stop locking your cars after 8 p.m. with the clap after each word. Okay. That seems weird. Let's read it. Stop locking your cars after 8 p.m. Some of us have small children and would appreciate it if you'd lock your car with the beep beep noise before 8 p.m. If it's not an option, then at least disarm the beep beep noise from under your hood. I've heard from numerous neighbors, myself included, it's unwanted and unneeded. Once you have parked your car, lock it and be done. It's not an all-night routine unless you're coming to my home to put my children back to sleep or hiding your drugs in your car. So please stop. I already have one neighbor on my radar for drugs, and I will call the police if it continues. Have some respect. There are families that live here. Thanks. Ugh. What a horrid individual. Horrid. It's like, chill. Like, life happens. I'm not going to leave my car unlocked or like go under my hood and disarm the mechanism that like beep 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 to find my damn car. Like, I need to do that, and when I'm at the mall, it's Christmas season. I got to navigate parking lots at the mall, and of course, I'm going to forget where I parked. So, yeah, beep 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 beep. I need that. You chill out, person. Stop locking. Next. Mine is take my Wi-Fi. Okay, upset with my neighbor's Wi-Fi name. First of all, you have no right. It's your neighbor's. So, okay, let's read this. Hi, all. Now we all use devices to connect to the internet and whatnot, and my grandkids come over and use their phones and iPads too. Okay, this is getting good. Well, the other day, my grandson went to connect to the Wi-Fi, and our neighbor's router name is All Cops Are Buttholes. You know what? Here's the thing. Whether you're an ACAB person, a defund the police person, or whether you're Blue Lives Matter, that's just funny. That's just funny to name your Wi-Fi that. Okay. Just how you feel about cops aside, like all real estate agents, all doctors, all DJs. That's just funny. I mean, now my wife and I are very sad because he started crying, and we had to explain to him that indeed all cops are not buttholes, etc. It's just generally a rude thing to broadcast. Is there any way I could possibly block this signal or possibly call the non-emergency police and have them go over and give them a stern warning? Whoa, you're the butthole. Don't call the police on that. Sorry. You need to be in charge of those children. So from now on, you take their device, you get them online, and you hand it back to them. There you go. Pull yourself together. Pick your battles. Crying out loud, people. I am starting to get unnecessarily furious. All right. Let's read another one of these. Actually a cool neighbor. Okay. Getting drunk on my porch. Anyone want to join? I've been fully vaccinated for 6 weeks. Haven't had much social interaction. LOL. I'd love to meet some neighbors. I'm a chef. I'll cook you something. Sigh. Missing restaurants and social interaction. I so applaud that. Oh, and then below that, also, I won't be wearing makeup or a bra. All right. Okay. I wondered, you know what? Just being comfy. I don't think, but I would say, ladies, be careful out there because you don't know what kind of creep you're inviting. But yeah, get comfy. Get comfy and make a friend during the pandemic. I support that. That is a cool neighbor. Like, we need more neighbors like that. Come over, have a drink. I make you something. That's real cool. That Good Neighbor Award goes there. Okay, this next one. Oh, this piques my interest. This headline. Clearly a cult. Possible cult activity at Nixon Library. I mean, where else than the Richard Nixon Library to to have a gathering of your cult? During the entirety of my library visit, which was about an hour, I watched this man stare at photos of Gary Busey and print them off. I do not know what his agenda is, but I have a feeling it could be cult or Illuminati related. Good night. All right. You know what? A little underwhelming. That's a little jokey. You know what? I was primed for some cult activity here. And yeah, a little underwhelming. But yeah, I was hoping like they were like, you know, searching something, God forbid, something morbid or something bizarre. But yeah, Gary Busey pictures. I wonder why. Why do you think that guy was searching Gary Busey pictures? A little too cool, a little too cool, my mom says. She talking about the weather. I don't know. Cool to go get drunk on someone's porch. Yeah, true. It's December right now, so I would hold off, mother. Mom, if you're going to go drinking with someone, please do it indoors. I care about you. All right. And take him. Wait. The rehome. This sounds sad. Small terrier tends to bark a lot. If interested, let me know and I'll jump over my neighbor's fence and get it to you. Oh. So it's not you want to give away your neighbor's dog. As a dog owner, listen, I get it. My old dog, Millie, rest in peace, Millie. She was blind, and she was old. She was blind. She she needed to let you know whenever she. So God bless Millie. Yeah, but yeah, here's the thing: don't steal your neighbor's dogs. Don't steal your neighbor's dogs. And that's just at the Nextdoor app, thanks to Tastefully Offensive. Thank you for compiling those. Idiots Next Door, brought to you by the Nextdoor, not officially. Yes, all true. It is 12:50. We've had a lot of fun here today. I want to thank you for hanging out with your pal Hal. I've had a little bit of a runny nose, but I'm okay. And we are going to be back tomorrow at 11 a.m. on the West Coast, 2 p.m. on the East Coast. We're with you 2 hours a day, Monday through Friday. And before we go, we have a couple of little things. First off, this or that. We're going to ask you your opinion on. We're going to throw a couple of things at you, and you tell us what you think. Is it? Do you choose this? Do you choose that? Also known as the Sophie's choice. No, it's not funny giving away the neighbor's dog, Mom. Oh, Mom, don't encourage that. All right. So this or that. The question is, would you rather spend a weekend at the bottom of the ocean, or would you rather go to space and back with Jeff Bezos? Would you rather travel to space, consumer civilian space travel, or would you rather go to the bottom of the ocean in a submarine? Travis, come on in. Which is it? Which are you picking?
Does it have
would you rather
to be
spend a
Jeff
weekend
Bezos?
at the bottom of the ocean? Well, it would be on the rocket. He might not be there. He may not be there. Let's say for the sake of this argument, He's not there.
So, I mean, he can't even keep the web surfaces up. I don't know if I trust him at the helm of a rocket.
True.
Heyo. I think.
By the way, as you're thinking, I'm gonna if you want to chime in, go to backchannel.tv and let us know. Go ahead and type in your answer. Would you rather go to outer space or go to the bottom of the sea in a submarine and for a couple of days?
I would say this may just be my my love for the life aquatic with Steve Zissou showing, but the bottom of the ocean for sure. That seems like there's just going to be more stuff to look at.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I might have to agree with you there, and maybe I'm a fool because I would be one of only a handful of people to have ever gone to space.
Yeah.
So there's something cool about that, but I just feel like it's safer. I just feel like it's safer to go to the bottom of the ocean. You know, we're
Yeah,
not
there's
risking
somehow less variables.
yeah, less variables. So, in the question, would you rather go to outer space or to the bottom of the sea? I'm choosing the bottom of the sea. So is Travis. That is the answer that wins. My mom says Bezos. My mom wants to go to space with Bezos. So, noted, mother. I'll pass that along. And finally, we've come to the last segment of the day, which is called rejected segments. Rejected segments. You might be saying, wait, rejected segments? Like you did some like stuff throughout the 2 hours here that was a little like, yeah, take it. Well, this is maybe you'll be thankful that we didn't do this segment. This rejected segment for today is Hal quietly smells things. This segment would have been 15 minutes of Hal quietly smelling things and then maybe describing them. So it would have been something like this. So like here's like a little wrapped nice soap. So flowery. A hint of lavender. Once again, I've started doing the segment. Here's my deodorant. So it's like, fresh scent. That's a nice smell. That's a nice smell to put under your arm.
This is straying into ASMR territory.
Oh yeah, with the sniffing. Yep,
Yeah.
yep. I have one more. Here is a lotion, a body lotion. Vanilla.
It's like you're right there.
A nice vanilla lotion. Bruce Leroy, thank you. Glad you're enjoying Hal quietly smells things. You know what, Travis? We might have to bring that back.
Oh my god!
As we might have to do that as a full segment. Hal quietly smells things.
All right, you're gonna fly.
Bruce,
you're flying blind on that one if that's the case. Woo!
All right, you can go take a little break, and I'll text you when I'm done. Then,
right,
that was Hal quietly smells things, a rejected segment that we kind of just did for a couple of minutes. Thank you for chiming in, Bruce, and thank you for everybody. To everybody for hanging with us today, and sorry about I am apologizing on behalf of Amazon for them going down today, but we'll be back tomorrow. Ideally, the feed will be back tomorrow, and if not, you can still hang out with us on YouTube or wherever you're watching and or listening to us. And I want to thank everybody at Backchannel. I want to thank my pal, the producer Travis, for lighting our way, bushwhacking our way through the forest of streaming here. Thanks, Mom, and everybody who hung out. And we'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody.